Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of SimCity 2000. This episode, we're just gonna keep expanding the city. As you're seeing me do right here, I'm just extending some framework so that we can fill them in with different needs, such as the residential and commercial zones I'm placing now. Over here, I decided to keep adding residential because that seems to be our biggest need at the moment. And then here I'm just adding a bridge across that little bit of river just to connect up so that it eases up traffic a bit. And then adding more industry areas over here. For some reason it feels like we always need industry. I don't know if that's just the game or me not placing it down enough. I feel like I'm always placing industry. So yeah, the town is coming along very nice. It's growing, expanding very quickly. I feel like I'm going to start to run out of ideas soon with the city. So over here, I'm adding some lighter density buildings, kind of making it more of a suburby area. Although that's a little hard in this because it's a grid. It's a little hard to make an area feel like the suburbs, in my opinion. Now we're just adding a lot more power. So adding a bunch of wind turbines. And then later on we'll be adding another nuclear power plant as well. So yeah, like I said, just filling out this area with some low density residential and stuff. Make it feel a little bit more like the suburbs. Now we see that the power plant is getting too old, so we replace it, put in a new nuclear power plant, and that should have us set for power for a long time, probably the rest of the playthrough. Now I'm just adding more parks over on this side of the river to get the land value up, since this is where I'm considering to be the main part of the city. It's not where we started, but it's definitely the most dense area. So I'll just be adding in some services here, connecting up the subway to another section that we just expanded to. Trying to relieve some pressure from the highway. And we run into a chemical spill. These I don't really understand how to deal with, so I just kind of dispatched the police and firefighters all the way out there in the middle of nowhere. It eventually went away, so that was good. Don't really know how to prevent those. I think it's something to do with pollution, but I don't think the city's producing that much pollution. So I'm not too sure what to do about that. Anyway, here, just expanding more, filling out more areas. We finally expanded out to the bridge that we added a couple of episodes ago. And we'll be able to start expanding the highways soon too. Coming back to the suburb area, adding some services there since this area has kind of been neglected a bit, so added a school. And now just messing around with some policies. Turned on the energy conservation one just because we have money. That'll help us not need another power plant in the future. I think coming up you'll start to see me deal with a water shortage issue that we had. So here, kind of found this lake, just gonna place a bunch of water pumps. Hopefully we won't need to do that much more because running out of spaces to put those. Placing down some water treatment plants. Yeah, the highway is very full of traffic. I don't really know how to fix that or relieve the traffic. But anyway, we start expanding the highway, sort of setting up the framework for the rest of the map. So we set up this connection that goes between the two highways that goes up both sides of the river. I was trying to get a raised highway. I don't know if those are in the game to allow that ship to go under, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to work, so we just used the normal highway bridge. So yeah, just checking around the city, making sure everything looks fine. Not too many buildings are getting abandoned, which is good. Again, expanding industry, which I feel like we're always doing. Yeah, I think this area over here will look nice once it's completed. It's a nice low density section to kind of contrast the very thick, dense, high density areas we have along the coast. I think sometime in the future we're going to add a larger airport. I know we have that one up on the mountain, but I think adding a very large airport that will kind of serve a larger area. I think the one we already have is sort of like a smaller regional airport, and then we can zone a large space to have sort of like an international airport. So here, just zooming out and watching the progress. That's all we're going to do in this episode, so if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.